It's super positive, girl. I know I'm in a different angle, but I'm trying something new. So when I go on the camera, I feel like I have to project a certain way when in reality, I just want to project me as an individual and the person I am trying to understand and also becoming. So I hope you're all having a great month. I hope you're thriving and surviving and keep going. I know that life is difficult and that there's no pain free of it. But you are not alone. You are loved, you are enough, and you matter. So I know in the last video I mentioned like my insecurities and how I talk about it, and these are one of the insecurities that I face. Like in reality, like I'm somewhat shy and don't know how to be in a social setting without feeling like I need to walk on eggshells or watch what I have to say or how I act in order for people to somewhat comprehend what I'm talking about and somewhat genuinely like me. I'm the type of person that would just want someone to like me, like just to see like the person I am, and like I'm not this weird girl. Okay, maybe I am weird, but like I'm not some girl that's mean or conflicted with their emotions, and just how do I put this lightly, because like I know what people say, and it's somewhat obvious, like come on now, and I don't want to blame my ex, but like I think this is also part of the outcome of a breakup that was extremely toxic. Like I just thought like people don't like me because he told me like, oh, people don't like you, or that you're pathetic, you're weak, and that's what only people see. People don't know who you even are. And that was so hard for me to comprehend, where I'm like, it was honestly the hardest thing to like somewhat overcome, of having someone patronize you and constantly diminish you in every possible way, and you trying to when you're trying to overcome that, because like you knew within your own self like what you could provide it and what you could do and the capabilities and the people just overall around you. Like that's why it was so hard for me to like comprehend and like somewhat overcome due to that. Like I've also been having like some conflictings with my spiritual side too, because like it's like how vulnerable can we get ourselves to speak about our emotions and have them be like accepted and not turn into something else or be projected into something else, where like I know the internet can easily do that, and like that's why I somewhat insecure when I'm trying to talk about this, because like when it comes to social media or just generally online, like you're extremely vulnerable, and to be able to freely express this is somewhat scary, and like I see that people do it, and it makes me have the strength and encouragement to just talk about the struggles that like a cerebral palsy goes through. And like I know that some people may not want to hear it or like don't pay mind to it, but like, and again, like this is why I kind of want to do it, because like I think it's good to tell people their story, to just know that you're not alone. Knowing that there's other people go through the same things. You just live in a different time. Like, that meaning, like, you could be in a different country and just have different perspectives and just different things. And like, I've been asking, like, okay, so I have conversations with the big man upstairs. Like, I have a lot of conversations, and some people may project it as, oh, so you talk to yourself, you have full-blown conversations, and some also project it as, like, oh, like, you do that because you are afraid. If you project it to other people, they will look at you differently, or they won't understand you and think you're just crazy, so then it makes yourself think, oh, you are just actually crazy. And it's simply what I come to terms is trying to understand. And I say this all the time, is that like everything happens for a reason, and we may not know the reason, but sometimes it's for the best. It may not what you want, but it may be what you need. And having a hard grasp of that may take some time, and that's what I have come to learn when it came to this breakup. This breakup was like young. As cliche as this sounds, I don't know if I pronounce that right, but we were young and dumb in love. Like we didn't know better, and that was technically my first relationship, and I didn't really know. But I knew that, like, from what my parents raised, is to always give love. And that's what I did. And I've seen so many people be in love, and as cliche this sounds, is that, like, yeah, I wanted to be in love. I wanted that love too. Like, come on now. Like, everyone wants it. Like, I know I mentioned in a couple of my episodes that, like, we all want that fairy tale love, but sometimes it just doesn't come easily as others can have it. And I honestly don't know how old I am, so I say 27, 28, and I'm just like, I've been so worried of my future, and it's like, I think this is a typical time in people's age where they worry about the future and constantly what's going to happen when they're just overall, and if they're going to be okay, or if they're going to be good, and all this hard work they're doing is leading up to this moment. And sometimes I look at life and I think it's like a testimony of our true, authentic self. Like, it's this testing ourselves to how much our values, our beliefs, our morals come into factor, and how strongly and passionately we stand by it. I feel like that's what the breakup kind of did. Like, yes, I somewhat healed in the other relationship I previously had before him, but in some concept, I wasn't fully healed, and I think that's where I somewhat struck myself, where it came to, okay, like, yeah, like, I'm not healed. I'm projecting still my emotions onto this relationship that maybe, like, that's not a good idea, and trying to be secure with that because, like, you can't forget the moments that you were alone, and you did also took that time to fully try to heal from that. And take some time with that, and like I kind of knew like, oh, I'm not fully healed, because I knew like if I go into this relationship I might lose myself again. I was telling a friend that, and I was still questioning it, but like it's one of those conflicting battles, I call it, where you're like, you someone have to just take the leap of faith and see where it goes, and like you never know, it could end up good or bad. So like, what are the chances? Like, it's like you sit there, it can hurt, or you get up and it can still hurt, and you have a better chances if you just keep going. It won't hurt anymore. So I know that I haven't been facing the camera a lot. It's mostly just me facing, like, I'm kind of just trying to still have a conversation. Like, as I'm having a conversation with a big man, like, that's how I'm hoping to be able to still be comfortable in front of the camera and somewhat still face my insecurities, and hope that, like, when I'm projecting to you, it's just to educate you all, and just to know that you're not alone, and that you matter, and that like people don't know who you are, people don't know your story unless you allow yourself to tell the world your story, or the people you care or love about. Like that's what it is, kind of, and like that's what I hope I can be able to do.